Obsidian, I understand you're tanking in your sales and you feel like you're being bullied and you've come out and said, don't bully me. And I'd like you to come over here. Okay? It's very important that you look at this because I think you need to understand some context about something that you've done. I want to show you the ending of your last game. Now, I want you to imagine that you're a player. You've played the entire game and you're here. Now, as a game designer, you might be doing it in stages and you don't understand how long it takes to finish a game, and this was several hours. And now you're here. This is it. This is everything. Honest. This is the end of the game. I played 8 mediocre hours, maybe more, and we got here. This is how everything in this game ends. And then there is a clip show. A clip show. You talk to a bitch, you fight a bitch. I remember fighting it, but you can just talk her down, and then that's it. We don't get to find out what happened to Earth. We don't get to find out about a lot of things. There is a clip show. This is where a lot of your audience went. Give me one good reason why I should trust you with my time again if all you're going to do is give me a room, a bitch, and a clip show. This is where a lot of your audience went. It's only $22 to rent this thing. And even renting this thing and getting the effort to do that, I don't want to do. I just don't want to do it, okay? Because I know that there is a clip show waiting for me at the end, and it is very unsatisfying last time. It's going to be very unsatisfying this time, and I just don't really have the time or effort to do these things, and yeah, that's about it. It was very important for you to realize that clip shows don't make an ending, but leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Alright? But that's where we are. I cannot trust you with my time or energy too, but I just wanted you to have a breather and to understand that, yeah, you ruined my trust a while back and there is no reason for me to trust you again. Now we've covered that, I think we need to take a step back and explain that this is a very boring looking game. I can't really describe it, but it feels boring and generic. And I know you spent a lot of time and effort. It just feels like Skyrim, but generally not Skyrim, and design's just sort of shit. When looking at this from a fresh perspective, there's nothing really I haven't seen before, and since this is a game for adults who have done adulty things, there's nothing really to drag you in if you haven't seen Skyrim, and everyone's seen Skyrim, and this is just Skyrim with a coat of Temu paint. It's very nice Temu paint, the skeletons are lovely, but you've just created skeleton Temu paint, so there's nothing really here. And then there's the designs of the characters, and I just can't really vibe with them either. It's more and more a lot. Sequel to a game that people have loved and played, and it looks different and plays differently, and it's a different time, and that can get very awkward. And I think that's probably where your major hate is that people don't entirely like change when you spit in their face and just give them Temu Skyrim. But yeah, there is nothing about this that really excites me or interests me. It's just Skyrim. And I played Skyrim, and that's cool. And I don't have the time for Skyrim anymore because we're in a cost of living crisis and I have things that I really should be doing. That's your problem. You created something that grabs an audience that doesn't exist, pissed off a bunch of people that would have enjoyed it, and created something that just doesn't feel right. I understand that it's been a lot of hard work for you, and I generally feel bad for you. And yeah, there's probably a louder minority and you're reacting badly to it, but the truth is that you created this yourself. I'm sorry. It's just what you did. And there is no way you can get out of it now. This is what you did. I'm sorry. You'll have to realize that you need to talk to people outside your circle of influence and try to get a more balanced experience and not just create Skyrim, but Temu Edition. It's just something you'll have to do. It just doesn't work. There's not an audience here. This is where you are right now, and the problem is that the aim of this exercise is that it's not about the game quality, it's about sharers and the values of it. And you spent 6 years on this, and I'm really sorry you got caught in an ESG trap, and that's about it. The problem is that it's too late now, and you'll have to live with what you've done. Pissed off an audience that was already there for something else. You chose Temu Skyrim, and that's what you're going to have to deal with. I don't want to touch Timu Skyrim. It's like after 7 or 8 hours, I might end up in that empty room again, and I don't want to do that. I don't really have the time for that, and the audience that would have had the time for that doesn't have the patience to deal with being told off entirely, and yeah, I understand that. You'll have to just deal and figure out what you're doing. You chased an ESG scam, and this is where it ended up. That's about it, really. I'm really sorry. I'm sort of a weird place with all this. I really believe that deep down they want to be better people and make good content, and generally believe this is what people want, and the investment bankers just lean into this sort of thing to create an unlivable loop, and I feel bad for them. And then you get to the actual ending of the game, and it's like, yeah, I have no compassion for you. There is no compassion. There is only Benny Hill.